Was ist das? Hammer.
Tsunami.
Run! Run! Quick! Go! Oh my God!
Tsunamis are one of nature's most destructive forces. These events, which mobilize huge bodies of water, can be catastrophic as huge waves reach the shore. Tsunamis are usually caused by large movements on the seabed, especially earthquakes. But volcanic eruptions, underwater landslides, and even meteorite impacts can also cause tsunamis. When a fault line on the ocean floor suddenly breaks, the water is pushed upwards. This push creates powerful waves that spread over large areas. Offshore, tsunami waves may be too small to be noticed, but as they approach the coast, their speed decreases and wave heights increase dramatically. This process creates huge bodies of water that can cause massive destruction in coastal areas. In the event of a tsunami, a sudden retreat of water can be observed along the shoreline. This can be a sign that huge waves are approaching. It means that people need to quickly flee to safe areas. In some cases, however, tsunami warnings may not be issued early enough, or people may delay in realizing the danger. Despite the tragedies that tsunamis bring, they also provide scientists with the opportunity to make new discoveries. By studying ocean movements, researchers are trying to understand how tsunami waves propagate and develop better prediction models for the future. This work contributes to improving early warning systems that could save millions of lives. Tsunamis are natural disasters etched in human history for their destructive power. However, with the right preparation and conscious action, it is possible to minimize the effects of these disasters. Humans are not always defenseless against these powerful acts of nature. It is possible to protect against tsunamis with science, technology, and conscious planning.
I'm checking me. Ready, come on! Come on!
Indonesia is located in one of the most seismically active regions, known as the Pacific Ring of Fire, and therefore frequently experiences tsunamis. The active fault lines that run beneath the region frequently produce powerful earthquakes, which often lead to tsunamis. Millions of people along Indonesia's coast could face such a disaster at any time. One of the largest tsunamis in Indonesia is one of the most terrifying examples of how devastating this natural disaster can be. Huge waves crashed ashore, swallowing coastal towns, leveling buildings, and catching thousands of people unprepared. During the tsunami, the sea first retreated rapidly. This attracted the attention of many, and people eagerly made their way to the shore. But within minutes, a huge wave hit the shore and swept everything away. When the water receded, only destruction and debris remained. The devastating effects of tsunamis in Indonesia are not limited to immediate damage. After a tsunami, drinking water supplies are contaminated, infrastructure collapses, and disease spreads rapidly. Survivors struggle to survive while mourning the loss of loved ones. Recovery from such disasters can take years and requires a huge effort by governments, humanitarian organizations, and local communities. Learning from past experiences, the Indonesian government and the international community have sought to improve early warning systems. Sensors placed on the seabed can detect a possible tsunami wave and give people time to evacuate. However, for these systems to work effectively, public awareness and training are required. However, it is almost impossible to fully protect against this destructive force of nature. Tsunamis remind us how powerful and unpredictable nature is. But knowledge, preparation, and informed action can save lives and minimize destruction. Indonesia has made great strides to mitigate the effects of tsunamis, but continues to live with the threat. It is therefore vital that people in the region are always prepared, and that tsunami awareness is constantly kept alive.
That was the worst part for me, not knowing whether I was going to come out of that. We were trapped on a roof and we were helpless. Shit.
Da hinten, da geht der Wahnsinn.
ผมรบกวนแจ้งแขกอย่างด่วนนะครับตอนนี้มีพายุ Run Go Run
Oh, die Boote hier, die Militär. Was ist das? Das Fischerboot da hinten ist gekentert. Oh, was ist das?
Tsunami.
That was the moment I realized that we were really in danger.
Komm, wir müssen los. Wir müssen weg. Nach hinten, komm. Wir müssen nach hinten.
Tsunamis in Japan have repeatedly played out in history as one of nature's most destructive forces. These events can inundate coastal areas with huge waves that rise suddenly, causing massive disasters. Japan is no stranger to such disasters, as it lies on the Pacific Ring of Fire, one of the most seismically active regions in the world. Across the country, massive earthquakes on the ocean floor have triggered giant tsunami waves that have devastated coastal areas. A tsunami starts suddenly and reaches the shore with unstoppable force. One of the largest tsunamis in Japan is remembered for the way giant waves reach the shore in just a few minutes, destroying towns and cities. In this case, the waters of the ocean first retreated from the coast, which some people watched with curiosity. But this is one of the most dangerous signs of a major tsunami. Within minutes, as the rising waves hit the shore, buildings collapsed, roads were washed away, and everything was thrown into chaos. Japan's struggle with tsunamis is not limited to the immediate effects of the event. Tsunamis destroy coastal ecosystems, flood farmland with salt water, and contaminate drinking water supplies. When the water recedes, only piles of rubble, debris, and layers of mud are left behind. Rescue teams mobilize immediately after the disaster to search for survivors. But it is a race against time and often a struggle against great odds. Most of the survivors of the tsunami are those who took refuge on the top floors of buildings or in high areas in the face of the rising waves. In Japan, educating people living in coastal areas against a possible tsunami has been a major priority. People know that it is vital to quickly escape to higher ground after an earthquake. However, sometimes the tsunami develops so fast that there may not be enough time to escape. Tsunamis not only cause physical destruction, but also have a profound impact on people's psychology and the social fabric. Survivors have to rebuild their lives at the same time as grieving the loss of loved ones. Years of reconstruction follow the disaster, and governments go to great lengths to make cities more resilient. Japan has one of the world's most advanced early warning systems against tsunamis. As soon as earthquake waves are felt on the ocean floor, the systems are activated and warnings are sent to coastal areas. But no matter how advanced the technology, it is impossible to be completely protected against the destructive power of nature. Tsunamis remind people how powerful nature is and how important it is to respect it. Japan's tsunamis have left a deep mark on the country's cultural memory. People learn from past disasters and always try to be prepared. Evacuation routes, resistant structures, and breakwater systems have been built in coastal areas. However, despite all these measures, the devastating effects of tsunamis can be inevitable. The Japanese people have shown great resilience in dealing with disasters and have always managed to get back on their feet. Tsunamis will continue to be one of Japan's geographical realities, but the measures taken will help to minimize their impact. Raising awareness and taking physical measures is very important during natural disasters. Although the measures we take protect human life to a significant extent, the sad truth is that someone will always be harmed. It is very important to protect against tsunamis with an early warning system and conscious education. But no matter how many precautions we take, it is certain that in the end, it will leave behind a great destruction. Just like the tsunamis in Indonesia and Japan. Even if this great destruction puts societies and economies in a difficult situation, human beings will always find a way to get back on their feet. They will succeed again as they have succeeded for thousands of years.